All right, let's talk drivers. If you're even thinking about getting a new one in 2025, you know the feeling. It's completely overwhelming. So today we're going to cut through all that marketing noise. We've got one simple goal: find the absolute best driver for the average golfer. You know, that mid to high handicapper who just wants to find more fairways and, frankly, have more fun. Let's get right into it.
I mean, just look at this number. The options are just insane. This year alone, manufacturers dropped over 30 new driver models. 30. That is way, way too many choices. And let's be real, most of them are not built for most of us. And yeah, that's our whole mission today. We took all 30 plus of these things, we put them through a really tough gauntlet, and we are going to boil it all down to the final 5 you should actually be thinking about. We're here to find the clubs that really do make this game easier and just a whole lot more enjoyable.
Okay, first things first, we got to make some really big cuts right off the bat. In this first stage, we're just going to eliminate entire categories of drivers that, they just don't fit what a mid to high handicap golfer needs. This is all about clearing the clutter. And the first to go, the low spin models. Now look, clubs like the TaylorMade Qi 35LS or the Ping LST, they're amazing pieces of tech for tour pros. They're built for people with crazy high swing speeds. But for the rest of us, low spin can be a total performance killer. It makes your mishits just fall out of the sky instead of staying in the air. So boom, they're off the board. We're focusing on what actually helps: forgiveness. Next up, we're getting rid of the really niche specialty clubs. We're talking about those super lightweight, max fast models and the really aggressive draw bias drivers that are only meant to fix a slice. And while they're good for some people, they're kind of like a Band-Aid. We're looking for a versatile, all-around performer that works when you put a good swing on it and when you don't.
All right, now that we've narrowed the field, we get to the fun part. Welcome to the elimination chamber. We're putting the remaining contenders in direct, head-to-head battles. Only the winner from each duel gets to move on. This is where you really start to see the little things that make a big difference.
So our first duel pits Srixon against TaylorMade. And let me tell you, the Srixon is a fantastic club. It's fast, it's stable, and it has this feel our testers called Cream City. Just this really satisfying kind of soft but solid impact. It's a great driver. But when we put it up against the TaylorMade Qi 35, one thing just became super clear. The forgiveness on that TaylorMade, when you miss the center, it's just on another planet. And this quote right here, it just says it all. After a really terrible swing, caught low on the heel, our tester was just in shock. For the average golfer, that is the magic moment. Turning a total disaster into a great miss that's still in play, that's a true game changer. So the TaylorMade moves on. Next up, Titleist GT2 going against the Cobra Dark Speed Max K. Now the Titleist, it looks and feels absolutely incredible when you pure it. There's no doubt about it. But it really is a better player's driver. And if you don't hit it perfectly, that low spin can give you those awful low diving shots. The Cobra, on the other hand, is just built for pure stability. And that was the instant gut reaction after just one swing with the Cobra. It gives you that awesome feel and the forgiveness that we're looking for. You know, when a club gives you that much confidence but also has your back when you mess up, that's a seriously powerful combo. It was a tough fight, but the Cobra takes the win here. We ran a bunch more of these head-to-head matchups, with amazing drivers from brands like PXG, Mizuno, another Srixon, and they all fell in some really, really close battles. But after all that, we finally did it. We survived the gauntlet, and we have our final 5 contenders. And now it is time for the main event. We are going to rank these final 5 clubs from number 5 all the way to number 1. And listen, every single one of these is a phenomenal choice for a mid to high handicapper. But as we get to the top, man, we are really splitting hairs to find the absolute best of the best for 2025. All right, let's do this. Let me be super clear. Every driver on this list is a winner. Coming in at number 5, we've got the Wilson Dynapower Carbon, a fantastic feeling club that absolutely belongs here. And in the number 4 spot, the Cobra Dark Speed Max K, genuinely one of the most stable and forgiving drivers we hit, period. So taking the bronze medal at number 3 is the legend itself, the Ping G440 Max. If all you want to do is hit fairways, this is your club, seriously. The only reason it's not higher is that it's just a little bit slower than our top 2. So an incredible top 5, but it all comes down to the final 2. And here we are, the final showdown. It comes down to the 2 absolute titans, Callaway versus TaylorMade.
In one corner, you've got the Callaway AI Smoke Elyte. Its AI-designed face is engineered to do one thing, be almost unbelievably straight and incredibly hot. In the other corner, you have the TaylorMade Qi 3.5 with that groundbreaking carbon face, which gives it this really unique, kind of muted, powerful feel it's not like anything else in golf. So, which one takes the top spot? For 2025, the #1 driver is the Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Elyte. And this quote from our testing shows you just how incredible this thing is. Our tester literally went into this with a bias against the brand, but the performance, it was just undeniable. The numbers don't lie. The Callaway is faster, it is straighter, and at the end of the day, that pure performance wins out. This is the best of the best. So, what does all this actually mean for you when you're looking for a driver? Well, first, for most of us, forgiveness and stability, that's king. Forget everything else. Second, all 5 of these drivers are amazing, so a lot of it is just going to come down to what you like. The kind of quiet thwack of a carbon face versus that explosive crack of an AI face. You just have to hear and feel it for yourself. And that really leads to the biggest point. There is absolutely no substitute for getting a personal club fitting. Go do it. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about as you start your own search. In your game, what's actually going to lower your scores? Is it the thrill of that one perfect shot you hit every few rounds? Or is it the relief of having a driver that consistently makes your bad shots a whole lot better? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.